I'm Dr. Yashika and I'm from Nepal. I have done the last youth program of by Buddha CEO. After that, unlocking the manifestation part from this Buddha CEO, I have got my visa of USA for my internship, and nothing I really want to share right now because I really manifested the thing from like it's about 2 months I have manifested after joining this session. The time I have manifested so much just by doing continuous meditation and listening the track and continuously manifesting for 2 months. And finally I got it.
Being in the US alone, I was searching for jobs. I was not getting a job. Recession set in, and everyone was telling that it's very difficult to get a job now. It's impossible.
For a volume sound. Probably not sharing the audio.
Good morning and good evening, friends. Welcome to the today's session. My name is Nagendra Prasad. I'm working as a cloud solution architect for Microsoft. I'm from Bangalore, and I'll be the host for this week. I have been meditating since last 1.5 years. I joined meditation to reduce my stress and anxiety. Along with regular practice, I got many other benefits. Started saving a lot of time and energy, able to learn things quickly, pursue my hobbies efficiently, performance at work improved, my fear was gone, and health started improving. The benefit I got, I wanted to share, transfer this knowledge or share this with my colleagues and family members and others. So I started volunteering work with Buddha Sivo. I have been facilitator, host, and did book clubs during the last 40 days program, and also part of the local Thrive program, and doing other voluntary work in the organization. Last week, we have been learning about health and energy. This week, we will be learning about manifestation quotient. Welcome, Chandra sir, and over to you.
Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Wonderful afternoon, evening. In the beginning of the program, living a life of liberation or with no suffering, and then living a life that's very fulfilled / unlimited. We said these two words. Fulfilled means we are deeply satisfied with an experience. You can put many definitions. We are finding it to be very, very meaningful. The depth of satisfaction is significant when you find whatever that we are experiencing is also meaningful into our life, purposeful. Living a life of unlimited is there. Meditation, wisdom, building awareness can lead to living a life of unlimited experience and co-create more. If thoughts create reality, thoughts create things, your thoughts and feelings attract experience into life. Or when there is a vibrational match to our vibrations are again produced through thought and feeling. When there is a vibrational match to what we are thinking and feeling is happening into the quantum field of possibilities, then we draw those events and experience into our life. Manifestation, the word that we use, is to recognize this fundamental concept and then apply it towards realizing our dreams and goals. First, just getting better, healthy in our mind. This person is not this way, that way. I cannot do many small things to big things that are there, that are bothering us every day. We change that vibration. We become very centered. When we stop criticizing ourselves, many problems are solved. 90% of our happiness is just simply the meaning we're giving to the events in our mind. So a lot of that comes into our hand, and so a lot of happiness we start finding. When our health improves, we are joyful. When clarity starts coming, we are more happy. We feel more empowered. That means we're going to high vibration. So many things start happening. And then we apply these principles towards then realizing specific goals may have, dreams may have. In a survival thinking for years, we may be holding on to that job, whereas We should really be and the deep inside wanting to go and then help something, help somebody, some cause. That's probably what is there, but we're just not able to move ourselves forward. We can apply these techniques of manifestation, which is thought create reality. Foundation is that our state of being creates our outer reality. The state of being is what I think and feel about me and everything around, or about that thing that I am wanting to attract into a life. If I am looking to attract a partner, if my state of being is saying that I'm 40 and then it is very difficult to find a bride or groom, or generally people are going to ask me so many questions at 40. They'll ask me, I have a health challenge, this challenge, but I do have a challenge. It's going to be difficult. If that's the state of being, the way we think about ourselves, then attracting that partner becomes that much more difficult. But if you're on the other side, if you change your thought and vibration, in the quantum field of possibilities, there are infinite possibilities, and me attracting a partner is there and great and pretty much is absolutely there. And so many people do get married at 40 or 50 or 60. And so I too am attracting a partner. If we move into that vibration, then things start happening for us. So manifestation is a collection of techniques or processes that are helping us to change our thought process to fully align towards what we are looking to manifest and realize in our life. Is changing and elevating a feeling to be in alignment, elevating a feeling to be in alignment with what we want. And if we are fundamentally in the same quantum field of energy, then everything must be there with us to be able to realize without feeling a limitation of our current circumstance, whether it is health, whether it is lack of clarity, whether it is something work related, whatever that could be, that feeling without a limitation. If we are consciousness, we are the quantum field, and every day in our meditation, we become part of the field of infinite possibilities. And then every day we're developing the ability to tune in to the frequencies, because infinite possibility means infinite frequency. And so then if we can align towards what we are looking, then it must come into our life. So we'll explore some of those processes this week that are helping many people realize maybe getting that dream job, maybe trying to get into being able to get into that business or company that they want to start, the product idea that they had, which they could take forward, but they do now. Or maybe getting some funding for the projects and the companies, or maybe being able to start those non-profits as a dream, or scale what you're doing, or going to the nature to spend time, which has been always there, but it just never took time. Thinking there's no money, there's no time, too busy. So we'll explore some of those techniques this week, which are very, very important. We are for experiencing life here fully. We are for exploring the alternate realities of what is there, and then taking help of this energy science fully to be able to live a great life. Our meditation helps us to be very, very righteous. Meditation helps us to be satisfied in life. Everything is a time frame. Some people make 2, 3, 4 years before they come to an understanding that I can be satisfied with what I have today. And then, of course, I can continue to create and then make that more experiential, make that more useful, make that more inclusive. Our meditation helps us to be that way, to be able to live with what we have, to accept what we have, yet it gives us the power to create more in a way that's inclusive for not only me, for many people around. Let's go into the meditation once again. And the basis for all of this is about bringing a possibility from the quantum field, or the field of possibility that we've been saying. The basis is that if thoughts create things, then we'll understand today that aspect through quantum physics models, some experiments of quantum physics, that what is quantum physics saying in this field of manifestation, or based on quantum physics, what can we derive? The quantum physics by itself may not say anything about it, but we derive based on the experimentation that's there in the quantum field, or the science of quantum physics, and say, this is probably how we can tie them together and say, yes, thoughts create things. We will understand that post-meditation. Let's go into meditation, dear friends, where we practice breath mindfulness meditation. Welcome to anybody who joined this third week of the program. People can join anytime because every day can still be independently looked into. But the details of the technique can be understood by looking into the day 1, day 2 videos of this recordings would be available. Now, the process that we're practicing is called breath mindfulness meditation. Our goal is to empty the mind or reduce the thoughts in the mind and then go into the empty states of the mind. We do this by observing our normal natural breath with our eyes closed. As you see in the picture, sit down on the floor in the chair, cross your feet at ankle, fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap, and then close your eyes. If you're wearing spectacles, remove the spectacles, and then observe your normal natural breath anywhere on the nose as a reference point. With your eyes closed, put your attention anywhere in the nose as a reference point, maybe at the middle of the eyebrows, at the tip of the nose. Put your attention there and then observe your breath that is already going in and coming out, the natural breath. When you observe the breath, slowly mind is becoming less and less of thought. And as you continue to observe the breath, slowly, mind may become empty. And the mind becomes empty, or as the mind is becoming less and less of thought, we start experiencing emptiness around. Emptiness is energy. So we may experience some kind of sensation, movement, lightness, heaviness in our body, and we may have some kind of visions in our mind. All of those are called meditation experiences. Observe them. So you're observing your breath. Slowly, mind is becoming less of thought, experiencing emptiness, energy sensations around. Observe them. At any given time, if we have thought, and thoughts are there, they will come. When thoughts are there, notice them. You start all over and bring your attention back to the breath again, and again observe. And this process repeats. Thoughts will come, they're common. So we accept them, acknowledge them, and then simply move our attention to the breath every time we notice a thought. Called breath mindfulness meditation. This is where we spend maximum time. And in this meditation, before that, we're doing a short process called heart elevation that helps us to be more deeper into the breath mindfulness meditation. Let's follow my guidance for this, dear friends. Relax yourself. We do this for a few minutes, and then we go into breath mindfulness meditation. Relax yourself. Sit comfortably. Relax your body. Dear friends, dear masters, with your specs removed, eyes closed, with your hands on your chest area, keep your hands on your chest area and rest your attention on your sacred heart. With a slow, long, relaxing breath, can you feel your beautiful heart feel this center of all emotions, nurturing all life with its energies of love, compassion, gratitude. With a slow, long, relaxing breath, connect with your heart center. Feel it. Can you recollect an experience from the past, from your present, where you felt enormous love, gratitude, compassion, appreciation, or any of the higher emotions? Relive that moment of life and feel that emotion, that energy. Relive that moment and feel that energy. Can you intend to send that energy to every corner of this planet Earth to help everybody heal, to help everybody become a greater version of themselves? Where your attention goes, there the energy flows. We are all deeply interconnected. Deep inside, we are specks of energy, intricately connected with each other. now is the way. Compassion, appreciation are all the ways to become coherent again, to find the connection, feel. And slowly, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation. With your fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. We are going into powerful group meditation. And yourself will slowly become empty. thinking. Go back to observing your breath. Merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience the emptiness. as you merge into your breath. Allow yourself to experience that emptiness, the field of energy. When you empty your mind of thought, you move away from matter, you experience greater emptiness, energy. All emptiness is energy. This is the quantum field of energy. The longer you stay aware of this emptiness, this energy, the more you create, the more clearer you become. The more aligned you become. Allow yourself to merge into the emptiness of yourself. This scene, your higher awareness, that greater intelligent self, the more you are with it, with this emptiness, the more connected you become, the more intuitive you become. Friends, at this time, let's express gratitude to all things and everybody. Gratitude brings coherence and order to manifest and create more. To experience deeply. Can you express gratitude to your parents, your teachers, mentors, family, friends, colleagues, relatives, everybody? Be grateful to the grand nature, the bird, the fish, and the animals, to everything you use, the technology, the system, the companies, the governments. Gratitude to yourself and to this intelligent universe, the quantum field of energy, for helping us experience this beautiful life. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Slowly recollect your experiences from the session. And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then open your eyes. Okay, friends. Hope you enjoyed the session. Hi, Kavya.
Hi, sir.
Yes,
Namaste, sir.
please share your experience.
My name is Kavya. I'm from Bangalore. I'm doing meditation last 1.5 years. I'm doing I do volunteer work in Kannada program, and I do a book club also. And after meditation, my asthma also improve, asthma healing. Whenever I used to go to hospital before, after meditation, I'm not going to hospital. It's very much improved health conditions. Thank you.
Then what else is happening with meditation?
Today, sir?
How else is meditation helping you, I said? It heal your asthma, what else?
Before I take inhalers, sir,
Hmm.
after 6 to 7 months, I stopped it actually.
Wonderful. Let me bring up a few charts about the process of thoughts create reality. Mukthabhimani mukto hi baddho baddhapimanyapi. Vadantim satyam ya mati sa gatir bhavet. This is a shloka from one variant of Bhagavad Gita, what's called Uttara Gita, scripture again. The essence of it is that if you feel liberated, you are liberated. Muktabhimani mukto hi baddho. Muktabhimani mukto hi baddho. If you feel liberated, you are liberated. Baddhapimanyaha. That means you are, if you feel you are bound, you are attached, you are that, then you are that. Ya mati sagatir bhavet. That means what you feel, mati is buddhi. Where your buddhi means your personality is. Sa gatir bhavet. That's how your out life is going to be. Gati means the bhavish, the future. Ya mati sa gatir bhavet. Bhavet means it's going to become. And this is what is told as truth. This is the truth. Now it is there in the scriptures in many ways. In some way or other, it keeps coming up. That your thoughts, your feelings, your buddhi, your mati, your personality, your state of being, your vibration, all of these come up. All of them translate your outer experience. So let's look at a few charts around this concept through quantum physics, and before that, few people who are few famous personalities, what they're saying about it. So there is scriptures talking about it. Then there are famous people talk about it, that thoughts and feelings create reality in different words. There is a concept of placebo effect, which is demonstrating with evidence that, if you believe something, things happen. There is that, which is plentifully available in the book called You Are the Placebo by Dr. Joe Dispenza. And then it's there everywhere, but there is just documented greatly. And of course, there's a quantum physics view also about it. So there are many ways we corroborate it. And we can't continue to say, how is it possible? But instead, if it is available, then why not we explore it? This is my favorite. Always somebody very successful, a pioneer in auto industry. If you think you can do a thing or you think you cannot do a thing, you are right. The common thread here is thinking. Either way, you're right, depending on how you feel. So if you feel you can heal your body, you're right. If you feel you can't heal, you're right too. It's up to us. Napoleon Hill, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Walt Disney, if you can dream it, you can do it. There are people, high achievers in life, saying something about and they fundamentally are saying that your dreams, your thoughts, your feelings have something to do with it. So a spiritual master, more popular, that book, The Secret, the whole concept of manifestation was becoming very, very popular after the movie and the book that called Secret that came. This was probably now around 20 years ago, around 2005-ish. The Secret. It is a very, very nice movie, by the way, to see. The Secret. It is on YouTube. If you have not really got into, if you've not touched on this, then please take a look, watch that movie. And so Isa Hicks, very popular in this field, with her books called The Law of Attraction and many more. Concepts talks about the same. Anything that you give your attention to will become your truth. Law of attraction says that it must become your truth. Your life and everyone's life is but a reflection of the predominance of your thought. Predominance of your thought. Whatever that is, actively there in the forefront and then rare and everywhere in your mind. Predominance of your thought, whatever that is occupying, is becoming their truth, means their reality. Dr. Joe Dispenza says that a little differently. Your personality is creating your reality. Your personality is made up of how you act, how you think, and how you feel. Patriji always said we're always creating our respective outer realities through our thought. So, dear friends, so all of these help us to understand that maybe there is something here. So many people, Dr. Joe Dispenza, millions and millions of people are following. There's got to be something. There are so many senior people. I was there at events attending. So many people, very, very successful business leaders are attending these events. And they're becoming more successful. So why not we look at it more and then we experiment for ourselves too? And having said that, I would like us to dive into the world of quantum physics, to understand the same and see how can we get to know a little bit more about this through quantum physics. Beautifully, when I came across some of this literature and then principles from the year 2014 onwards, I felt so empowered that, okay, there is some scientific evidence also. Now, there is evidence in many ways. Even all the masters that they're saying before, that itself is evidence that if 100 people, if 1,000 people, and if 10,000 people are saying the same thing consistently and experiencing consistently at different time periods, as in different fields, and they're all experiencing consistently, with their thought, with their feeling, and then they're saying that, and then they're all saying it, and that itself becomes enough research and evidence to say that yes, there is something here. Any experiment conducted under same temperature and pressure yields same results, then you say yes, this is science. And so at different periods of time, people from different walks of life coming in and then talking about thoughts and feelings, and this is how I upheld my thought to what I want, and that came about into manifesting. And if they consistently said it, then that itself is research. That itself is science. And so that science is there for many people talking about this. Placebo effect research and science is there, which says that what you believe deeply is happening. And so quantum physics science also is there to corroborating this in some level. So let's understand this. It's not only corroborating thoughts create reality, but it's also saying something else, that if you understand this little deeply, we understand that why and how we are not just mere body, but we are much more than the body. We are this entire field. And we say in meditation that you experience that wholeness, you experience that oneness. What is the basis for oneness? We can understand a bit of it through this talk today. So quantum physics, there are many, many principles like energy, locality, quantum entanglement and stuff. But then we talk about three principles here. We'll try to explore them and understand them a bit. We are less matter, more energy. And everything out there is all emptiness. It's all emptiness, and emptiness is energy. The matter is very tiny. Quantum physics saying what is there is very, very tiny. The matter is very, very tiny, little, and it's all emptiness and energy, or quantum field of energy. Second, we are unlimited possibilities and potential. That everything is unlimited potential. Everything that exists out there is, first, it is very, very tiny in terms of matter, but it's all full of emptiness and energy. It's unlimited. Everything has unlimited possibility and field. And third, observation manifests the possibility. Observation. The possibilities exist in energy field as energy, because everything is emptiness and energy. How many possibilities? Unlimited, infinite. And in these possibilities bring into manifest, means into physicality through observation. Three principles. So in this slide, we see two things here. On bottom, I depict an electron. On the right side, there is wave. Now, at the bottom, I depicted an atom. And the right side depicted a wave. Particle and wave. On an atom, let's take it as a matter, mass, the lowest level of what we call the elements. Lowest level of matter. Below that, things start becoming little, of course, electron and neutron are there. And then further, the quanta is there. But then we understand that the universe is made up of elements. So if you take an atom as an element, and so there is that, it is something that has mass, matter. And on the right side, you have energy wave. So depicted a matter and wave. Now, according to quantum physics, and which is understandable, that deep inside, everything in each and every one of us, and everything that we see and touch and feel, is made up of subatomic particles, right? Everything that's there in life, that material that we see here, is made up of subatomic particles. What is subatomic particles? So you understand this. So our body is made up of organs. Organs are made up of cells, like skin cell, liver cell, all that, right? Brain has neurons, blood cells. So all of them the body is made up of organs. Organs are made up of cells. Now cells, when you see all the cells have what? They have molecules. Cells have water, cells have acids, cells have proteins, complex carbohydrates, this, that, many things are there. And so they're all called molecules. Water, H2O, is a molecule. Then you go further, break it up further, then that becomes into atoms. A molecule like H2O, water, becomes atoms, two hydrogen, one oxygen. Sorry, H2O, yes, two hydrogen, one oxygen. So a body made up of organs made up of cells made up of molecules made up of atoms. Now, atom, which we all learned, like an hydrogen, oxygen, mercury, all of them, if you break them further, then you have subatomic particles called electrons and neutrons. So then we're talking there. So quantum physics is saying that everything is ultimately broken up into the subatomic particles, which are electrons and neutrons. And so in this picture here, you probably have electrons orbiting the nucleus. So there is this nucleus center where neutrons exist. And then these orbits have electrons orbiting the nucleus. Some small physics that we learned, maybe 9th grade, 10th grade. So subatomic particle means electrons and neutrons, protons, all of them that exist in an atom, comprises of that atom. Now we knew, according to our understanding, that the atoms and the electrons and neutrons are particles. They have mass, energy, and they have mass, matter, weight. They have weight in them, mass, their mass. Now everything else is emptiness and energy in an atom. Emptiness. Everything else is empty, because if the matter is the electrons and neutrons are only matter, everything else is non-matter. Now, according to quantum physics, first, everything is broken up into the subatomic particles. And they say that atom is so much empty, 99.99% empty, that emptiness is filled with energy, waves like this. The first thing to understand is that even though there are subatomic particles inside an atom, the atom by itself is nearly all of it is empty. Particles exist like electrons, but they're only occupying 0.0001% of the space in there, and then nearly all of it is empty, filled with energy. Nearly everything that is there is emptiness and then filled with energy, is what quantum physics is saying. So if an individual is nearly everything about individual is emptiness and energy, by default, each of us are energy fields. According to quantum physics, we are all are energy fields. Everything out there is an energy field. Because when you have 99.99% of all of what we are is energy, like a wave. It's called a field because then a wave is no longer limited to a specific thing. It just keeps spreading. It's a field. A field is a large area. So we're all energy fields. Everything out there is energy. And so then energy, then is it bound, is contained? It's not contained. It is spreading everywhere. It's a big field of energy. So individually, we're all energy fields, like light bulbs, which are energy fields when they're lighting, when they're glowing. And so individually, we're all energy fields, spreading light, spreading that energy, and the waves going around everywhere. And so then all of those energy fields come to the form a single big large energy field. It's called quantum field of energy. That's the way various light bulbs individually are energy fields, but then all put together, when they're all lighting up, they're all combined together into a single big stream of light with no separation whatsoever. They cannot separate light from each bulb to bulb when they're there in the same hall. So the bulb will become single field of light. Same way, we all are single individually energy fields as bundle of energy, moving energy field. But then it's all energy by default. Is nature is to spread and then intersect with each thing, interfere with each thing, intersect, and so forms one single big large energy field called quantum field. So the first principle difference, then we say that we are energy, or we are this everything that exists, because we are energy by default, energy is interconnected with another energy. My energy to you, to somebody else, to everything else. And with no separation, once two waves come together and meet, you can't separate them. They intersect, they form into new form, new wave. And so we are in this field of energy, we're all deeply interconnected, we become one single thing, we don't separate at all. So at energy level, we are the same, we are one, we are the whole. That's the meaning of what we're saying. That's what we say is called consciousness, the existence. Now, quantum is saying everything out there is that. Everything out there is that energy. And so then everything is in a whole, whatever that you can imagine, dream to be, or visualize to be, all that exists is all energy, a single large field of energy. And we are that. Give understanding of when Advaita Vedanta, any of our ancient scriptures say that we all that. Everything is that. Tatvamasi can understand a little bit through the quantum physics. It's all energy, we are energy, and we're all connected, and so this is that. The second thing from the difference is that a subatomic particle is both wave and particle. Now, this is interesting. Then whatever that electron, neutron that we thought is particle is actually wave. Is that also is energy? That's what quantum physics discovered. And including those electrons, which we thought originally as particles, are actually waves. By default, they're energy. So they too are energy by default. Saying they are particles, they're particles, but they're also wave. The default behaving as wave. So if they're energy, an electron is energy, and it is there oscillating at a frequency, and it is there everywhere. It is in all emptiness is energy, which is full of these electrons, neutrons, which are by default as energy. But we see them as particles every now and then. So then what is the number of ways that can become particles? If there are infinite and trillions of electrons and neutrons are there, and they all are existing as energy, but then they can become particles. So then it's called field of possibility. Possibility to the extent that it can become matter to show up in front of us. And so all the electrons, trillions and trillions and trillions of these various particles, potential to be particle, they're all by default energy. And so the possibilities are it's called possibility, that sitting as energy, then it is somewhere, somehow is becoming particle. And so there's infinite field of possibilities. So first, we are energy. We are that thing that exists everywhere. According to quantum physics understanding, we can derive. Second, we are that energy, and the field is infinite particles, infinite wave particles exist, called trillions and trillions and trillions of electrons and protons exist. And so then you have infinite possibilities that can take place. Right? The understanding that there is infinity of experience possible, infinite possibility. Because see, the electrons and neutrons, when they become matter, that becomes an experience. If they become energy, then they are there. But matter means an experience for us. Hold that thought for a moment. So now quantum physics further discovered that when you observe this something, there's energy that is there. That electron is an energy that is there. When you observe, a subatomic particle becomes matter. So this atom here, which has got particles called electrons and neutrons, by default, they're energy. When observed, they're becoming matter. When observed, they're becoming matter to see in a physical form. And to understand this, they have done many experiments, and the popular one is this double slit experimentation. Double slit experimentation. All credits for this video that I'm going to play here to Fred Alan Wolf, Dr. Fred Alan Wolf, a quantum physicist, was done these amazing simplified videos about this experiment. Let's listen to it. This class is going to complete another 7 to about 8 to 10 minutes.
And here we are, the granddaddy of all quantum weirdness, the infamous double slit experiment. To understand this experiment, we first need to see how particles, or little balls of matter, act. If we randomly shoot a small object, say a marble, at the screen, we see a pattern on the back wall where they went through the slit and hit. Now, if we add a second slit, we would expect to see a second band duplicated to the right. Now, let's look at waves. The waves hit the slit and radiate out, striking the back wall with the most intensity directly in line with the slit. The line of brightness on the back screen shows that intensity. This is similar to the line the marbles make. But when we add the second slit, something different happens. If the top of one wave meets the bottom of another wave, they cancel each other out. So now there is an interference pattern on the back wall. Places where the two tops meet are the highest intensity, the bright lines, and where they cancel, there is nothing. So, when we throw things, that is, matter, through two slits, we get this, two bands of hits. And with waves, we get an interference pattern of many bands. Good so far. Now, let's go quantum. An electron is a tiny, tiny bit of matter, like a tiny marble. Let's fire a stream through one slit. It behaves just like the marble, a single band. So, if we shoot these tiny bits through two slits, we should get, like the marbles, two bands. What? An interference pattern. We fired electrons, tiny bits of matter through. But we get a pattern like waves, not like little marbles. How? How could pieces of matter create an interference pattern like a wave? It doesn't make sense. But physicists are clever. They thought, maybe those little balls are bouncing off each other and creating that pattern. So, they decide to shoot electrons through one at a time. There is no way they could interfere with each other. But after an hour of this, the same interference pattern is seen to emerge. The conclusion is inescapable. The single electron leaves as a particle, becomes a wave of potentials, goes through both slits, and interferes with itself to hit the wall like a particle. But mathematically, it's even stranger. It goes through both slits, and it goes through neither. And it goes through just one, and it goes through just the other. All of these possibilities are in superposition with each other. But physicists were completely baffled by this. So they decided to peek and see which slit it actually goes through. They put a measuring device by one slit to see which one it went through and let it fly. But the quantum world is far more mysterious than they could have imagined. When they observed, the electron went back to behaving like a little marble. It produced a pattern of two bands, not an interference pattern of many. The very act of measuring or observing which slit it went through meant it only went through one, not both. The electron decided to act differently, as though it was aware it was being watched. And it was here that physicists stepped forever into the strange, never-world of quantum events. What is matter? Marbles or waves? And waves of what? And what does an observer have to do with any of this? The observer collapsed the wave function simply by observing.
Okay. Essentially, what they're saying is that when they did this experimentation, and they sent electrons through a machine gun, an electronic machine gun, they found that electrons, they thought they're particles. When I shoot the electrons, or if I'm throwing balls on a screen to a wall, they should go straight line and then hit the wall in the straight line, in the line of direction. In the direction through which I threw the ball, it should go and hit there straight in that direction. What they found is that when they shot electrons like that, but they didn't go in the straight line, instead they found multiple bands, which is a reflective characteristic of a wave. Like a wave, in a water wave, when it in a pond, it goes and hits the edges, not just one place, multiple places in a well. And so then it's a reflective of a wave. So when I'm throwing electrons, but then which are thought like balls, and I will go hit the wall straight, but instead it's hitting the wall multiple places, representing a wave. So that's when they said, what's going on? So let me put an observer. An observer was observing and expecting that it is going to be showing up there as a particle. So when the observer is there, then it showed up as a particle. That means like a ball. It was, when it is thrown, it went and hit the wall the way it is expected to hit in the line of direction. So the observer made the difference. When they removed the observer, the electron went back to behaving like energy, multiple bands. When the observer is there, electron became and showing up only in two bands, two slits, two bands. So the conclusion with this experiment, that quantum physics uses as a major experiment to conclude that there is, this whole energy is getting into matter through observation. The observer, the conscious observer, that you and I are conscious observers, are making a difference in bringing energy to matter. Where there is a conscious observer, then the energy is becoming matter in a way that we expect it to show up. And so, dear friends, so from this, that every physical event, now if you take an electron became matter through observation of a conscious observer, expecting it to be like matter. And so you can imagine and then say that if one electron can become that, 100 electrons can be collapsed into physicality. Collapsing means that a quantum physics function, wave collapsed into physical means it becomes physical. Energy becomes matter. If one electron energy can become matter, 100 can become matter, 1,000 can become matter, 1,000,000 can become matter, 1,000,000,000,000 can become matter. The larger that a group of electrons that you're talking, the larger the experience that you're experiencing. Because ultimately, what is an experience? A physical event or anything that's happening in our life is nothing, is all experience or events are nothing but a group of electrons and neutrons of every whole set of people and places and things. An experience is electrons and neutrons are eventually the particles of different of places, people, and things. So all experience in our life are contain people, contain places, contain things. And so they all can be brought together. If I can bring one electron into matter, I can bring 1,000,000 electrons into matter. Potentially they're representing a tiny experience of physical experience. Billions of electrons together of yours and mine, and then everybody in this room here all together, all thought about wanting to join this event, this master class or this class today, meditate. We all thought about it, to put our attention on it. I thought about it, you thought about it. So everything came together, and then here we are experiencing a physical event only because we put our attention on it. Observation. We put our observation around this thing, and so this became real for us. Physical event happened. And so we derive that the quantum physics, according to as per the quantum physics principle, that there is number one, everything is energy. We are that energy because we are energy field, and all energy fields are connected to each field with no separation, intricately connected. So they're all, when they're all connected, they become one, like many light bulbs become one. One light, one stream of light as energy. As individual bulbs, they're separate. As individual matter entities, we are separate. But deep inside, as energy, we're all the same, as connected, because quantum physics principle is saying that when I observed inside us the way we are, we're all deep inside, we're all emptiness and energy. 99.99%, nearly all of us is energy. And so then by default, energy is all intricately connected. So first, everything we are this huge energy field. We are that field. We are not different. Tatsvamasi, Aham Brahmasmi. These concepts come that they're saying that we are that. You are that. I am that. Everything is that. We are that energy field, number one. Now, what's the potential of it? Infinite. If all electrons and neutrons are oscillating as energy by default in it, and then the entire universe is made up of unlimited number of infinite number of electrons, neutrons, they're all there. And any of them can become into physicality as a possibility because they're waiting to happen. Through what? Through observation. And so that means infinite possibilities. So you and I have infinite possibilities to experience life. We can see this differently. How many ways you can make a project successful? How many ways you can solve a computer problem? How many ways you can draw a painting? How many ways you can experience Himalayas? How many ways you can make a specific vegetable into a curry? There are many, many ways. There are nearly infinite ways, the answer, technically speaking. So there are infinite possibilities out there. It doesn't matter what that is. The possibilities are infinite. Any combination you can take. Any combination means I am here today talking to you. Now, Buddha's Quantum Foundation probably has a few thousands of people following this. Now, can it become hundreds of millions? Of course, it's a possibility. Why not? Why not? You probably are today a senior manager. Can you become the CEO? Why not, of your company? Why not? However big it can be. It could be Microsoft. Can you become CEO of Microsoft? The possibility is yes, because you will never be able to say, I can never become CEO of Microsoft, unless you say, I don't want to become. But when you don't block it, when you simply in an open state, that possibility exists, because you can we can never say no definitely. That means when you cannot say no definitely, that means it exists by default. Can we go to moon? Yes, why not? Possibility exists. Even if I have zero money, can I go to moon? Possibility exists, because you cannot say no, I can never go. Who knows, the fortune can happen tomorrow. We all know it. And so then I can go if that's money is the criteria for going there. So dear friends, observation creates possibilities, and observation is nothing but our state of being, of a thought and feeling, our intention, and many of these things. And so when we are observing from a field of infinite possibility that each of us, then we can create an experience. You can create, I can create. So this is how we say, with an open and focused mind. An open mind, that means we don't close our doors to possibilities. If we are open, that anything can happen anytime. If we are into that state of being, that state of understanding, rather than when you look at your boss and say, oh, this boss is going to always say and not let me do it. That's a closed mind. That's a judged mind. When you are staying open, he might have been doing that for the last 10 years. But then if you are open and say, he's shifting, he's changing, and then if you start allowing things to happen, then that possibility of it coming into your life is there, that allowing to you to do what you want to do is there. You just have to be open about it, not close it. Because our observation manifests matter. So if you close it, we observe differently, that's what you create. With an open mind, with a focused mind, open mind, so allowing it, focused mind, putting your energy, intention on it, observation, then you're manifesting matter, life experiences. Meditation is developing the right mind, that openness, the focus, imagination, many, many things. And so then meditators many a times say that, hey, a lot of things are happening for me. Things I've never expected started happening today. Because they're becoming, number one, more open. That means allowing, manifestation about allowing experience to happen into a life. And then they're able to observe because the distractions disappear. So they're able to start focusing on things that really matter. That's what we talked about for the last 2 weeks. It's all about putting attention on what you want, not what we don't want. The stress is attention on what we don't want. It slowly disappears. And so then what is left? What is left is our attention on things that we want. That's what is left in our mind. And so that's what we start manifesting. Right, friends? So we conclude with this understanding that scriptures have said it, that many successful people have said it. And then I didn't bring up the concept about placebo effect here. We learned that in some advanced programs, but definitely by reading Mind to Matter book by You Are the Placebo, all of these books talk about these concepts so much in detail that it becomes so clear. And these books also talk these quantum physics principles to an extent. So we conclude, dear friends, or at least we understand that our thoughts and feelings create a reality. And so that becomes the basis for our manifestation principles from tomorrow that we will explore a little bit more. So thank you very much for joining. And Nagendra, any announcements?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah, today we have two announcements. Book Club Biology of Belief is going to start from 8:15 to 9:15 a.m. IST. And evening, we also have Biology of Belief book from 8 to 9 p.m. IST. Please to join. And quiz 2 for the practitioner certificate has been sent via email to all enrolled participants. Please take out some time to complete it. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you all. So we'll meet again tomorrow. Few minutes of sharing will be there after a short break. Thank you. Yes, Ratanavel? Right.
Yes, sir. I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Wonderful.
You're answering something.
Yes, sir. So we have the book club, which Marian already just mentioned. So that's what I just pasted in the chat.
Okay, okay. Yes, anybody?
Sir, I just want to add one more thing. Most of the participants are asking for the book club recordings. So we encourage you all to join the live session. So please do join. The recordings will not be provided unless we let the team know. So we have the 2 sessions to join anyone which is convenient for you all. Thank you.
Okay.
Sanjay Hansaranjani.
Sudarshan.
Namaste, Guruji.
You are a master, I'm a master.
Sir, sir, we are learner now. So yesterday my question remained. I wanted to ask that while meditation, sometimes the experience is very good, but sometimes suddenly pain is felt. Like something is pinching hard or something is cutting hard at some point of body. So I wanted to share about this experience.
If something is pinching hard, that experience you're going through.
Yeah. And
So,
that happened very suddenly at a certain moment.
so we've said in many ways that anything can happen. So what do you want to know more about it? Anything can happen in meditation.
I wanted to know that is it any kind of blockage or something is being corrected or what's going on?
No. We say that do not analyze experiences. Do not analyze experiences. If you just understood today's session, there is infinite field of possibilities in the quantum field. When we are experiencing energy, when we transcend matter, we experience energy, then what we experience, there is anything. The field is infinite possibility. So your body can jerk off, you feel that way, or no, you are flying off, you feel that way, there's somebody coming and hitting you, feel that way. So many things can happen. Infinity. That means there's no count of what it is. So that energy experience can show up in many, many ways. And so without analyzing, we take it as it is. We take it as it is.
Oh,
So there are
but
many reasons why these things happen. So we say don't analyze the experience and then go through the experience. Okay?
yeah, but sometimes it was not bearable, the pain at that time, something like a biting you something. But
Yes.
yeah,
Yes, it happens. What to do? That's also another type of experience in the field. Now, why do this happen?
I don't know.
Who knows? Who knows? How many people we were bitten? Possible? Possible. There are so many reasons that this can happen. Maybe you sought adventure. Some people, for example, go into deep forests, braving everything. They'll go in barefoot forest walking. Of course, many things bite them, but they brave through it, isn't it? But an experience they seek. It could be an adventure experience you're seeking, and so you're showing it to you. Or we have bitten many, and so they're biting us back. It could be that. Right? Many illnesses show up like that as experiences because we cause immense amount of irreparable amount of harm to many animals, and then this and that. And so many things show up there too in return. What to do? Because we're all connected field. Everything is so deeply connected. And so this happens. One influences the other in the energy field. That's all it is happening all the time.
Sir, one thing I also noticed that when doing the meditation means when we are practicing early morning or at the Sandhya Kal, whatever time is suitable or we are free or we are doing. But sometimes the same experience or the same attraction, same energy is felt when we are sleeping. The same experience sometimes like attraction, something feeling on the body, sometimes when we are sleeping. So that experience also felt.
That experience also what? Fails.
Yeah.
Pains.
Yes, same experience is observed.
Yes, because sleep is another empty states of mind, like meditation. And so then sleep state also, all the dreams that we call are like equal to meditation experiences. Right? So we do have similar experiences. We are exploring the entire infinite field of quantum during the dream time.
But energy flows in the same way.
Yes, it will happen. Why it will happen? Because it's another state, right? That's what I'm saying. Like meditative state, as you're emptying your mind, and so then you are experiencing the energy, and so then in the sleep also it is similar. So then you can have many experience in dreams, scary dreams, ghostly dreams, all kinds of things that can occurring to us in dreams. In meditation also many things can occur like that. We go through
So
them.
if we are not sitting in a proper position and we are still in the sleeping position and the same experience or energy is going, then it's okay, no issue.
No issue. You are infinite, you are the whole. So what is the issue for anything? We only made up a lot of things because people made up and say, oh, this has to be this way, that way. We are the whole, yeah, we are the everything. In the quantum physics, we just learned, right? What did it say? We are 99.99999% emptiness.
Yeah.
Matter is so tiny, and that is also energy by default. So we are energy by default. We cannot just accept this fact. That's all. So you are the energy and you are the whole. So where is the issue? It's going from one pocket to another pocket. That's all it is. Nothing else is happening.
Got it.
But in the
Thank you.
physical matter, when we are seeing ourselves as physical body and matter, where we are operating through this body, this vehicle, then within that purview, then we talk about energies and all that, because this matter is limited. So limited means it's got to have limited energy. And so we're talking about maximizing the energy during the wakeful time to do our job right. So from that perspective, it is there. But when you are operating as consciousness, there's no problem with energy. It's there all the time. There's no, right? As consciousness in that in the concept of that, in that operation, then it's all we are that. Okay. In physical matter, where the restrictions are there, in an office room, in a four walls, you can only do few things there physically at that point. Like that, you think of it. In the physical body, then we have to maximize the energy so that we maximize the experience. Okay. But we supplement that with a lot of thought field energy, which is a concept we go into tomorrow onwards. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Srini, any question?
Good morning, sir. Yesterday I was asking a question. Then basically yesterday we were discussing about don't be critical yourself, or been like we're talking something and say that okay, if you miss an appointment or if you miss a timing, don't be critical yourself. That's what the thing advocated yesterday, but did not dwell what one should do. I feel that if you miss an appointment or you made a commitment, right? You made a commitment, so one should be critical for himself or herself if you miss an appointment, but introspect, and then ensure that they should not repeat that one, right? If you don't,
yes,
don't be
correct.
critical of yourself,
Correct.
then how do we improve?
No. That's not what I meant by critical. I always said that you learn from it. You learn from it to go on, but then don't be critical about it for the next 5 months and 6 months, going on, punishing or judging yourself, saying, I'm a jerk, I didn't do it right. Why did I behave this way? Why should I should have done that way? All this should and shouldn't have will go on talking, right? That's what I meant. That's what criticality means.
Okay. So I was just missing the point. Probably I probably would, or maybe I missed, or you didn't dwell further upon it. I didn't know, so I thought, okay, I should get clarified. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like I feel that if I give a commitment, it's I have given a commitment. If there is a time of 2 o'clock or an 8 o'clock, whatever the time, you have given a commitment. That's commitment to yourself, not for somebody else. So one should stick to that one. Sometimes we misses, yeah, agree, and then need to learn from it. Okay, thank you, sir. I mean, I was thinking, what is the alternative that sir is suggesting? So good with your explanation. Thank you. And then the just a few minutes before you said Sanjay Master told that okay, he greeted you, and then you said that no, we are all masters. What is wrong in greeting? I mean, like just asking. It's just a if I salute, if my salutation to you is sir, what is wrong in it? And I
Sir
just
is
have
okay.
something in
Sir is
mind.
not a problem.
Uh-huh.
Guruji. That word Guruji brings a lot of other connotation to many people. So that's all I was trying to avoid.
Okay, namaskar is also a wrong thing. I mean, like
Namaskar is not wrong. There's not wrong in it. I all said is Guruji. He has a different connotation in the minds of the people. I'm saying that if I am Guruji, you're also Guru. That's all I'm trying to tell.
Okay. So I was, yeah, I think this session is giving a lot of clarity to me last 3-4 days. And there is also some sort of a change I am observing in myself in the last 6-7 days. Yeah, trying to be, most of the times I was in negative zone. Okay, so I should accept myself that I was positive, but I became negative, a lot of negative thinking. Now I'm just changing again by listening to your sessions. I want this change to be permanent. I hope this would be a transformation, but let's evaluate after 40 or 60 days. I'm observing myself by every small thing. It is bringing some change, but I hope this change is permanent. I mean, I want to be permanent. That's the thing. Okay.
As
Thank
you
so
wish.
much.
As you wish.
I want. Yes. The manifestation you were talking about yesterday. There was a small example, but I was yesterday, not this yesterday. Okay, last Sunday, a guest came. We asked them to come at 8:30 in the morning, but we were not ready. And generally we'll be ready, but we were not ready. I was thinking I need another 20 minutes of time. If he comes 20 minutes, if he gives me 20 more minutes, I would be ready. And it just manifested. I mean, I was just wondering, how it happened. Just sometimes I need to experiment. I mean, I definitely, I will attend. Unfortunately, in between my class, your class, I have another commitment. I go to that one and then coming back. I'm missing a little bit, but I'm trying to cover up by listening to the recorded session. In second session, next time when you do it, I will devote 90 minutes. Actually, I thought that it's only 60 minutes. So that's why I signed up, but I didn't know that it is 90 minutes. Yeah, so I just missing a little bit, but I will cover up through the recorded sessions. Thank you so much, sir. You are giving so much valuable guidance to all the people. Thank you so much.
Wonderful, Sridhar. As long as meditation is there, everything you said will become true.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes. Only thing we have to do is to figure out a way to give time for meditation. Sri Lakshmi Garu, how are your sessions going, madam?
Hello, sir. Chandra, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, Gauri.
It's going well, sir. This is the first time I'm continuously attending. I would say like this is the third week, right? So 1 week I was here and there, but the 2 more weeks starting to every day I'm attending. And then if I miss also, like I am following up on the next day morning. So I'm feeling happy about that. Thank you so much, Chandra sir, and convey Mother's Day wishes to Vani ma'am also. And so your dedication.
Please call her and convey her. No, convey to her.
Definitely, sir.
To connect.
Yeah.
He loves to speak.
Right. Your dedication, sir, your couple's dedication is commendable towards this. Introducing the meditation to the world is, by itself is a noble thought. And then constantly, like all these years you have been introducing, maybe, thousands of them might have been benefited. And I see in me also, slowly I'm getting some kind of rhythm in it, and then definitely I feel like I'm going to be deep in it. Sometimes I go out but during the meditation, but I again going back to the meditation again. So for few days it will be hard, sir, but then what I noticed is like if my body is little kind of tired that day, then I go to meditation faster. I don't know if it is something else or maybe meditation only. I have couple of questions, sir. First point is what I am noticing from past few days is as soon as I come back, I come out of the meditation, right? I feel my throat is dry. I'm feeling its dryness. So what I have noticed is that, and then after that, before I come to the meditation, I usually, drink water and make sure that it's not dry and then sit. Even then, I feel the dryness. So is this something that I have to
Common.
see through?
It's common, madam. The dryness is a common aspect. So generally, you can keep a glass of water next to you. In between meditation, feel dry, just have, drink some and then continue. But otherwise, immediately after meditation, drinking, or before meditation, drinking a little bit of water is just a good practice. It happens. Because something to do with the breath observation, it happens. Okay.
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 Sure,
Just
sir.
like, when you sleep and then get up, we feel dry, we want to drink water. Basically, the
Right.
breath is disappearing in meditation and sleep. It becomes minimal. And so there is a dryness start taking place. And so we just find it that way. It's common. Okay.
Oh, okay. And one more question. It's tough for me. I know it's beyond the time, but I don't know if this is the right time for me to ask. But using the meditation, many of us, we start healing certain, ailments, I would say, right? If it is something, I am a thyroid patient, so many times I have listened to the many folks that they are also out of thyroid medication, and so many things they are like out of those things, right? So there is something called karma. We are all aware of it, right? So we also believe it. Then what happens to that karma? What I feel these many years is because that is something maybe based on, some disease we are in. That means there's karma which has to be, um, absorbed and then take it. So when we come into the meditation and we are taking out that thing, right? So what happens to that karma? I don't know if I
Meditation, you are
made a
dissolving the karma. With meditation, you are dissolving the karma. Jnanagni dagdha karmanam. From Gita. Jnana, wisdom. Through that, we transcend karma. Means what? We have to understand karma in the right perspective. Karma is nothing but pending experiences to be experienced here. Positive, negative, all that. It's all how we design and plan what you want to experience. Not as a punishment, but as something that we wanted to experience so that we don't do certain things and we want to do more things. That's how the karma has to be interpreted. Not as punishment.
Oh, okay.
If I cause somebody something deeply, then we reflecting on it, we're contemplating, and then we say, hey, in order to not do this, what can I do so that I won't do it? What can I do to me in a way I remember deeply, and so next time I don't do it, because again and again and again I'm doing it. So if I again and again I'm causing a hurt to somebody, and then if I roll, one way to learn is to be in that situation to yourself. So then the feeling, the intensity of actually suffering, how much suffering somebody goes through. So it is sure way for one to know, right? We say that if you're not in the situation, you can easily give, but be in the situation, know what it means. So people who have gone through the situation can know really firsthand what it means like. So a lot of times when we are causing so much harm and hurt something, I'm using that word, and the other side also, to be in the situation, we seek a similar experience to say, I don't seem to learn this, even though I've been trying to say I don't want to do it to them. And say, let me go and then be firsthand. Why am I doing this? What is it that causes me? And how does it feel to be? So if you are there in the situation on the receiving side this time, then you understand the intensity of it. That's why we say, Pagavadi kode idu raakodu antam. We say this because we experience it enough. That means that even for the enemy, you don't want this to happen. When we are going through a troubling situation, we say that in an enemy, we don't want the enemy to experience it. That means we are ready at that point. We have realized it enough that we are not going to cause that to anybody else in future. That's how we set up ourselves to come and experience these. Now, that is how we set up to experience. But then with your knowledge, with your wisdom, you can transcend these. You can transcend this. The more I understand that everything has the freedom of life, and then so I must honor and respect life, and so I must not kill, even if it is for my satisfaction, my taste bud satisfaction, I must not kill. Once I get that understanding, as through meditation, the more and more you realize, if you get that understanding, not just a intellectual knowledge, meditation makes you find that connection. So your understanding improves. So then you decided that you are not going to eat, let's say, non-veg food anymore, meat anymore. You decided based on this understanding. Once you decided, that means now you're not going to cause, and so you don't need the old experience of what does it mean to be killed or not hurt to let go of that understanding. That experience was there for you to come to an understanding that I must not harm others. But then you sort of understood that through knowledge and through meditation, you are realizing it, right? Because we transcend it. That's why it's called Jnanagni Dagda Karmanam. With Jnana, you don't need to relive a past that you wanted to experience for yourself. You can overcome it. So now I overcome that. So anything related to me getting hurt or whatever the killings I've done in the past by eating, all of that disappears through meditation because that jnana, that knowledge I gained, I've already decided not to have it. It is permanent, it is true. And so then I don't need to go through a serious other experience to actually learn the same point because the learning has happened. Learning has happened. So this is what the deep meaning of Bhagavad Gita's meaning is. And so this is why meditation and wisdom, the more and more we transcend, the more and more we let go of the past. And so then the more and more we can create a future without hindrance, because otherwise the past keeps holding us back. So people say,
Right.
I want to create things, but it doesn't seem to happen. Even I want to meditate for 5 hours, it's not happening to me because there is a lot of past holding them back up. Okay. You continue to learn more knowledge, continue to practice, and then eventually that's going to dissolve. So then one fine day you will be able to sit down and then do 24-hour meditation. It's not just simple training, it's also past getting dissolved through more and more high understanding. Okay.
Thank you so much, Chandra sir.
Okay, friends. So thank you very much for joining. So we'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you. There are more.